Hey everybody, how are you? I colored my hair, so it's got a little bit tint of auburn in it. Of course, the first day it's very red because I tend to overdo the color simply because I have so much gray over here. So as I wash it, it will get, kind of less red. It looks pretty here, but in the light it looks really red. Let's see if I turn on this. If I turn on this light here, you can see it a little better. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I got in that homeopathic medicine for Winnie, and I knew it was going to be hard to do because she doesn't like anything put on her, but I still have a little dropper for when Vivi was sick, and I cleaned it out and I put that medicine in it. It took about 3 or 4 times to get it into her, and then eventually I just rubbed it on her fur because it's like, okay, I'm not going to get back in her mouth. But I think she'll get used to it. I just try to put it between her teeth in there, so hopefully that will help her cough. So yeah, we had a great listening party on Shimmer Soul's uh, uh, channel last night. I've been a little bit tired today. And then we had another sing stream. Was it the night before? Night before, I think. So we've had a pretty busy week with singing, and it's been a lot of fun. We've made a lot of new friends on the different karaoke channels. We like to call them sing streams, but a lot of other people call them karaoke nights and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's been fun. We've met a lot of new people, so we're getting a lot of new people in our lives. And hello to all of you, and thanks for coming. Thanks to the couple of you who have subscribed to my channel. As you can see, my channel is just a little bit of everything. Um, I do a lot of Amazon unboxings. I do makeup videos. I do a lot of vlogs just like this, just checking in and and coughing in your face. Sorry. I just keep it real here, I'm not a professional. The only thing professional about me is singing. I spent many years doing different gigs and stuff like that. I mean, nothing a lot, but just once you get paid to sing, you're a professional, and I was professionally trained. So that's really the only thing professional about me. And I was a medical transcriptionist and a medical secretary for my entire working career. So I'm pretty well versed in the medical field, and having been a secretary my entire life, I am extremely organized, as a lot of my subscribers know. I'm always showing them how I've organized things, and my home. I'm so proud of my home. It's so beautiful. I probably should do another apartment tour since I do have quite a few new subscribers, and I do appreciate you so much. I finally got to 700 after 3 years, so I'm excited. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thursday. I was just hanging out today, and that's about it. I did my hair, catching up on the gossip. Oh my gosh, it never ends. Bullhorn Betty made it into Vanity Fair in an article about Brian Enton, who is a News Nation reporter. And they were talking about the Idaho 4 case and how Betty has unscrupulously reported on rumors and things like that. And as anyone who knows Betty can imagine, she was thrilled that she got the attention. She wasn't exactly happy that she was called unscrupulous. Uh, the writer said that she had done an article on the Idaho 4 with a picture of one of the girls who were killed, and put, "Why didn't you save me?" And then she put a picture of the roommate that survived. So she put these two together, and then she puts this thing in the middle, "Why didn't you save me?" Because the big thing about the two girls, well, the one girl who survived, was that she says she saw the guy who did it. and that he was just walking down the hall. And everybody online has been talking about this poor girl. Her name's Dylan. And everybody's just been bashing her. Why didn't you call the police? Why did you go into your room and go back to bed and lock your door and all of this? Just victim bashing. Terrible, terrible stuff. And so of course Betty has an answer for everything. So she says in response to that journalist's comment, she said, "Well, we all had that question. Why didn't she call the police right away? Why did she wait 8 hours? We don't know. We really don't know what happened in that house." And to victim blame this person, and yes, she's a victim, all right? Her friends were, killed by this person. And she was probably scared out of her mind. Now there's another thing about the other roommate heard everything. I mean, it's just horrible. And Betty does report rumors. I don't care what she says. She says, "I always report truth." No, she does not. She takes rumors and makes them fact. She always has. And it makes me so mad. And then the writer made another comment about how Betty harasses innocent families and innocent people. And of course, Betty says, "Well, one thing you don't know, Miss Kathleen," the writer was, her first name was Kathleen. Betty said, "None of them were innocent. Dawn Wells is not innocent. Leilani Simon got arrested. She wasn't innocent. And, everybody she's with, the Brian Laundrie's parents, they weren't innocent. Now they're being sued because we said, that they weren't innocent." So she has an answer for everything. I've never known anybody like this in my life. I mean, yeah, Dave was very knowledgeable, okay? But he knew everything. So he could be a little cocky about it, but not as bad as Bullhorn Betty. I mean, this woman thinks that she's never wrong about, well, yeah, Dave was kind of that way too. Not wrong about anything. And Dave was a little version of Bullhorn Betty, who was an extremely high version of somebody who is so in love with himself and thinks they know everything. And she knows everything about law, which we have proven she does not. And so, ugh, I'm telling you, there's always something going on. And then Dolly Vision, who is a friend, who is a part of the Tragedy Pimp crew. The Tragedy Pimps are Jonathan Lee Riches, Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, and Dolly Vision was added last year. From what I hear, he got his channel demonetized. And the other people in his group are running scared, and they should. We have all been saying for over a year now that these people are constantly violating community guidelines in terms of service on YouTube, and they're getting away with it. So, one of the people who watches Unirock, and he says, "Well, it's finally starting. Maybe now they're finally going to get to all the tragedy pimps." And let's hope so, because these people have done nothing but cause harm, have caused mayhem in open investigations, acting like they're police detectives running around interviewing people. In the Summer Wells case, they were in the neighborhoods, they were talking to everybody, they were getting all of the hearsay things that everybody was saying, and they were treating them as fact. Everything that these people were telling them, they thought were fact. And so this is why they all say that Dawn Wells and Candace Wells are guilty of doing something to their daughter. But there's no evidence of that. But they don't care. Okay. And another thing about Bullhorn Betty, she has this crazy idea that you are guilty until you are proven innocent. One of her commenters under her video today said, "Oh, Betty, I love you so much. You are always so fair and you always tell the truth." I put a comment on there and I said, "She's not fair about anything." And I put down all the things I just told you. I said, "She believes in guilty before innocent. She harasses people who haven't had any evidence that they've done anything to their families. They're exploiting victims, making neighbors' lives miserable." And I said, "Fair my ass." But I put an A and then question marks, trying to be careful. I shouldn't care on her channel, but YouTube is kind of trying to clamp down on cursing and all that, which is why I don't understand why Mallory Williams and Molly Golightly aren't off the platform, because every other word is F this and MF that, and those two are the most vile women I have ever seen in my life. Women don't talk like that. I mean, yeah, I curse, but it's not like every other word is just like a regular word, like the or something simple like that. To them, it's just common language, and it's so unbecoming to a lady. I don't care. I'm 65 years old. We were brought up not to talk like that. We were brought up to be young ladies, right? The majority of us have been brought up that way. Nowadays, I don't even know what the new generation is like. It just appalls me the way that young people talk these days. But anyway, that's kind of what's been going on today and what I've been following. Yeah. So the Glarer. Oh, I missed him. He was on at 5 o'clock. I was asleep. I'll rewatch him. He's doing a commentary on that channel on Born Betty and that article. I couldn't stay awake, so I kind of fell asleep. But I'll rewatch it. I always rewatch him when I can't catch him live. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over to the Glare, take a look at that video that he did, and hope I'll stay awake. I've just been very tired yesterday and today, and my swelling is back. And then I woke up with this yesterday, which I thought was odd. I had my teeth out last Monday, so I would it take an entire 7 days for a bruise to come up if he was leaning on this area? Very strange. And the other thing is that that's where the swelling has been that I've had for several months, which brought me to the doctor, and then they found the thyroid nodule and all that. So very odd. I'm very, very sore right here, and it always hurts all the way down too. So I go to the doctor April 3rd. And that's about it. So hope everybody's doing good, and kind of doing my Friday vlog early because this is what I would do tomorrow from my Friday vlog. But I just felt like coming on and saying hi and just updating everybody. The weather is stable. Um, it's very cold for March. We normally are pretty warm by this time of year, but this year winter is just staying. It's just like been in the 30s. We had snow last week. We had snow the week before. This week we're having flurries, but nothing major. So, alrighty, guys. I probably won't do a Friday vlog tomorrow since I kind of just talked about everything today. If anything new comes up, I'll let you know. And everybody have a great night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.